Hey everybody, it's your girl Yvette here. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So I know it's been a really long time since I've made a video. Please forgive me. I've just been really busy with family, work, and on top of it, if I'm going to be really honest, menopause has been kicking my butt, and I have just not felt motivated and energized and positive enough to even make a video. But I wanted to get back on here today to share with you some of the things that I am doing to manage my menopausal symptoms, but also what I'm doing now to take care of my body overall, just because I'm starting to see even more changes than even just a couple of months ago. So stay tuned if you're interested to hear what I am doing to make it through. So you'll first notice, and please forgive me, that my face looks totally busted. I have on some under eye concealer, and I've put a little concealer on my pimple marks just because they look really hideous. I am going to put makeup on later. I just didn't want to do it right away. Okay ladies, so yeah, hot flashes. I complained about them a while before and I was like, oh, they're so bad. They've reached a new level here. I have gotten so hot that people are walking around in down coats, hats, scarves, gloves, and I'm in a t-shirt and I'm like, I really can't feel how cold it is outside. Like, this is not a joke. I have been so hot that I could be in a tank top during a snowstorm and won't even feel it. So what have I been doing? I tried black cohosh. I'm the miracle person. Nothing works for me. Black cohosh did not do anything for me. The flashes just continued. So now I basically just rely on a fan, which I have one right here. I just turned it on to give myself a little cool breeze down below. I have handheld fans, but I also use cooling packs. This one I got out of Target. This is for knees, but I like the shape of it, so I got it. You stick it in a refrigerator or the freezer, let it get nice and cold. At night, when I start boiling up, I'll put it on my neck. It's really wonderful on the back of the neck. Sometimes I'll just lay it on my chest. Sometimes I'll just drop it between my thighs. And one of the other symptoms that I have is super dry eyes. My eyes are so dry. And although I do use moisturizing teardrops, sometimes just putting this on my face and having the cool and the pressure hold my eyelids down relieves it better than the eye drops. Okay, so this one. They do have anti-chafing creams out there that you can buy. Chafing, for those of you who don't know, is when you have like, do I have to explain it? Okay, it's when your thighs are so sticky and they rub together. Let me just give you a little story about chafing. I thought a bumblebee had flown up under my skirt and was stinging me between my thighs. I actually thought a bee got there and was stinging my inner thighs because I could not believe how painful this feeling was. So when I got home, I rushed in, I went to the bathroom, and I looked to see if the bee was there because of course I tried to smash and kill the bee between my legs. Yes, this is a true story. And then I looked and I was like, wait, there's no bee. But I had two bright red round circles from where my inner thigh, God, this is so bad. Yeah, okay, so it was rubbing and creating such friction that what? I don't even need to talk about this anymore. Let me just tell you what I'm doing. So I've used shave cream, but I also use this Equate baby pure cornstarch baby powder. And, you know, get this out of Walmart. I just shake it. Sometimes I put it down my back, between my thighs, when I'm wearing a skirt. And I don't wear stockings. I do not like tights and stockings. I don't like that feeling of being confined and constricted in those things. I know a lot of people love it and they say, well, it will help with the chafing. I don't like it. So I have to resort to chafing creams and to this powder. Anyway, I hope that wasn't too much information, but I needed to share it. One of the other symptoms that I've been having is sleeplessness. I can't remember the last time that I've ever slept 8 hours straight. I sleep on average probably 4.5 hours a night. So I saw this in Target. It is Ollie brand gummies. and I don't know if that's focusing for you. This one is called Immunity Sleep Plus Elderberry, and it is melatonin, echinacea, zinc, and vitamin C, and elderberry, of course. So this is supposed to help promote sleeping. You're supposed to take it about half an hour before you go to bed. I am going to give this a try this week for the first time. I think you take two gummies, excuse me, 30 minutes before bed. Chew thoroughly before swallowing, of course. So hopefully I will get some good results with this. This one is gonna throw you all, because what do I always do? I complain endlessly about my pimples, my pores, my spots, my Because I use salicylic acids, benzoyl peroxides, my toner has salicylic acid in it, my cleanser has benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid because I switch off. My face has become extremely dehydrated. I looked at my face in a magnifying mirror. Now I have like either a 10 or a 20, but I was in, I think it was Ulta or Sally's, and they had a super magnifying mirror. And when I looked up at my skin really close, I saw, just like on my body, this film of white skin, scales, flakes, little cracks. And I was like, whoa, this is awful. I said, I need to get something that's going to put moisture back into my skin. Well, let me tell you what I bought. There's so many things on the market that are for mature skin that needs hydration, which I've always stayed away from because I'm terrified of putting oil on my face or cream. But I did. I bought L'Oreal Age Perfect Night Cream. This is not only a thick emollient cream, but it is heavily fragranced, which you would think someone who has such super sensitive skin would be afraid of. This does not irritate my skin. I like it a lot. I don't want to say I love it yet because, well, because I want to see. So what this does is, well, actually, let me read to you what it says it does. Wake up every morning to a beautiful new you. Age Perfect for Mature Skin Night Cream deeply moisturizes and helps improve skin elasticity with innovative soy seed proteins. They work with the skin's nightly recovering process to smooth and reduce appearance of surface wrinkles and fine lines. It firms sagging skin, reduces age spots, and gives overnight deep hydration. Well, that sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? So I like it a lot. I don't know if it's going to have any effect on my acne. I wake up every day anyway with a new pimple, so I'm not going to blame this if I suddenly wake up tomorrow or the next day or thereafter with a pimple, because that happens just naturally. But I am super shocked that it does not irritate my skin, but also very happy. Already the texture of my skin feels so much better. I had these like dry patches here, and after the brushing they are completely gone. I went ahead and put some coconut oil. Let me just show you the brand that I'm using. It's Shea Moisture 100% extra virgin coconut oil. I put this product on my arms here just a little bit because I don't want to have too much oil on me, especially when I start flashing. I just feel like it aggravates me and makes me hotter. So that is just the plain coconut oil on my upper body. For my lower half, because I do have the spider veins, I want to use a citrus oil. You can use lemon, you can use orange, you can use maybe a blend, but you want to get an essential oil. I'm purposely not showing you the name of this brand because I don't support them anymore. But this is orange oil. So what I'll do is take a few drops of that, put it in, well, get a little coconut oil on my hands first, like just about this much. Just enough to like make my hands look a little glistening is enough. Then I'll take some of the orange oil here, put about 2 drops in. Make it really warm inside. I'm gonna massage in an upward motion. It's actually better to lay on your back and have your legs up in the air and rub downward from your ankle all the way to your thigh. But just for the purpose of this, I'm just gonna show you always in an upward motion. So what I have read is that citrus oils pretty much help with circulation. Foundations. So as you know, I use this NARS foundation, long wear foundation. It's fantastic. I love NARS. I also sometimes use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation. This has also served me pretty well. And of course, Dream Mousse Airbrush Finish Liquid Foundation. I also like this one pretty much. They're nice. I like the fact that you can see my skin. You know, it's not like a big thick coating of makeup. However, when I go to events where there is a professional photographer, such as my cousin's wedding that I went to not too long ago, the photographer is going to look to airbrush the bride and the groom, not the family that they're walking around taking candid shots of. So when you get to see those pictures and you had like a big zit on your chin and you have your foundation that gives you nice coverage, but it also lets your skin shine through, you look at those pictures and you're like, oh, that looks really bad. So I went back to Ulta to look for a full coverage foundation for photos. And the young lady there suggested to me this Smashbox full coverage Studio Skin 24-hour foundation. Comes in a little tube like this, which is great. Hopefully that's focused for you. Has a little nozzle like this, which is nice too, so you know it doesn't have a big open top where it can accidentally spill out, which has happened to me before with the Maybelline. This is weightless feel, and it definitely is. Oil and shine control, so right here. I really like this product. Oh, it says it's infused with kaolin clay and bamboo powder. Now, how do you like that? I didn't even know that initially. So I'm gonna go ahead and make up my face for the day so we no longer have to look at my discolorations, and I'll let you see how this foundation looks. A very little bit of this foundation goes a long way. So I'm going to take just this much. This might end up being too much for my entire face. We'll see. Gonna tap it between the 2 middle fingers. I'm gonna just do lines on my face. And already you can see how thick it is, and that's just a tiny bit. You saw that little drop. Now I'm gonna smooth it in. Already primed my eyelids with this Morphe eyelid primer. It's actually really good. It does not irritate my eyes, which is surprising, but also super pleasant. And now I'm gonna go in with my Kim Kardashian West eyeshadow palette. It's a mixture of mattes and some shimmer tones. They're really warm colors. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I think they'll work with a lot of different skin tones. I'm gonna go super simple with this eyeshadow look. So I think I'm going to put this yellowish beige tone first on my entire lower lid, the mobile lid. Now I'm going to go in with this darker brown tone right here. I'm going to put a little bit of this L'Oreal Infallible Matte eyeliner pencil just right in my eyelash line. and a little bit above it because I have such heavily hooded eyelids. I don't really go that far up, and I'm only going to put a tiny bit in the corner of my eye to give my eye shape some definition. I'm going to do that off camera because I'm losing battery power. I ended up going in and fixing my eyebrows just because they were looking super sloppy. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish up with my lips so I can finally get dressed and get out of here. I'm going to be using first a Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the color Nude Whisper. And for the lip color that I'm going to use, I got this as a sample from Sephora. It is Bare Minerals, and the color is Gen Nude, and it's like a pinky beige color. Looks really dark here, but when I put it on, it's not as dark. Okay everyone, so I just went ahead and changed for what I'm going to wear today. This is the final makeup look using that Smashbox foundation, 2 layers. I don't feel like I look like a cake face. It feels very light. I do not feel it on my skin, so that is super positive. And yeah, I like it a lot. So if you're looking for something that gives you a little more coverage, then I would definitely suggest that you try this Smashbox foundation. Thank you so much for coming back and watching today's video. I want to thank you all very much, to my new subscribers and to my old ones. You guys are fantastic. I hope everyone has a pleasant week, and I will see you at my next video. Bye-bye.